Do you guys see what we're doing today? Do you see what we're doing today? Hi, everybody. Today I am going to be, setting up my week. It is going to be week 15 in my bullet journal, and I thought to make life a little bit cuter and more fun this week that we would add a kitten cam to the situation. So I'll move it around if I need to. I'm hoping this will be the best possible area for the kitten cam. It's Loki. He's on the floor next to me, currently asleep. So we shall see how this goes. But let me know if I think I'm going to make him just a slightly bit smaller. We're just testing. We're testing kitten cam out, but I need to also have room for my bullet journal. There we go. Okay. So yes, we'll leave the kitten. His ears twitching. You know, he's not doing anything right now, and Lulu is currently asleep on the couch. So we'll see what happens. So this was the setup I did.
Crop the kitten cam to cut out some of the room that's not adorable.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's not something to figure out now. We're just bringing Loki. Right now, he's not even doing anything either. So we're just bringing him down a little smaller. Okay. So while the kitten cam is going, this was the week I set up that I just did off camera. Thanks for being patient with me last week. Jesse was dealing with some recovering from the second dose of the vaccine, which yay, but also and we just had to get a lot done, and that is something that we worked on. So I'm excited to see you guys. But like I said in the description and on Instagram and elsewhere, today would have been my mom's 60th birthday. This is a picture of my mom and I when I was a baby. My mom would have been 19 in this picture, and I would have been a baby. Obviously, I was born when my parents were 18. And I'm going to put it in here just to remember her in this. I put a picture here too, even though that wasn't even taken this week, but I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this spot. And I could just leave it open. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with this layout or not, but I'm going to stick with this layout for this week. But write down Mommy's 60th birthday. Yes, I will also admit, I called my mom Mommy until the day she died, and even after I refer to her as Mommy. My mom was never a mom. She was always a mommy. And my dad was Daddy until the day he died, except to my sister, who called him Bob. He was her Bob. People were like, is she your stepdaughter? And he's like, no, she just calls me Bob. So I cannot picture my mom at 60, though. My mom died right before RJ turned 1. So that's today. Mommy's 60th birthday. I do have a vlog going up this next week from Wednesday, which has just all sorts of wackiness. And then I did a Patreon live stream recently. This coming up week, I didn't have a Patreon live stream. I did this with them this past week, where I did my entire April lettering challenge in one 45-minute live stream, which was fun, except my hand wanted to fall off when I was done. All right, let's get this situation set up. I'm not doing the Goodbye California spread today. I just don't really feel like it. But I did already take some pictures for it. I did take the potassium. Heather reminded me in my Patreon hangout right beforehand. And then I'll also show you guys that I have these. We just got rid of a Star Trek Scene It game, but Jesse saved the game pieces, which are the different Star Trek ships. The first Enterprise 1701, the Enterprise from Next Generation 1701D, the Defiant from Deep Space Nine, and then Voyager, because my parents were Trekkies. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to just fill this out. I have a lot of appointments this week. Basically this week is like the week we are trying to wrap everything up so that we can let our realtor know that it's time to get pictures and inspections scheduled. And so we're going to be hustling our asses off. Plus, there's hella appointments this week. What did I do last week? I liked what I did. I liked this little like basic cursive situation, so I think I'm going to do that. But I'm going to use... Do I want to use an 02 or do I want to use an 03? I think I want to use an 03. But I want to use a newer 03 where I haven't like beaten the tip into submission yet. Because a lot of my fucking... You know what? I'm going to use an extra small flare pen, I think. Extra small. Is that too small? You know what? I like it. We're going to do extras, not flare. Sorry, Faber-Castell. I can fucking talk today. Holy shit. Yeah. Ooh, Susan has an anniversary. Let me roll on up. Let me roll it up. Where'd I see this? Susan. Today's your 51st wedding anniversary. Congratulations. Playing along with me today, Katie. Very cool. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Monday the 12th. That would be right since my mom's birthday is the 11th. I have no idea who's at the door. But there's a lot of music from our neighbors going on right now. Who's at the door, Jess? Is it mail?
Prime delivery.
Ooh.
Thanks. What'd you get?
Potentially a shirt.
Can I open it?
No.
Please. It feels like...
A shirt?
Maybe it's a shirt. I don't know. Here.
Okay, you can open it. It's fine. I'm not doing it right now. I'm fucking streaming, bruh.
Yeah, but there's a package. Ooh, pants.
Shorts. I'm trying to like live my best life. I decluttered all of my non-winter clothes, so I am trying to bring in a few non-winter items. Ooh, Jessica, you got your vaccine? I don't even know. Where'd it go? I don't know what's happening. Yay, Johnson & Johnson. My brother-in-law got it yesterday, too, or 2 days ago, I think. No, I think it was yesterday. 2 days ago? Whatever. I have sorry, I'm like spaced out. I have one of the other appointments I have this week is my second dose. So I am hoping to get everything that I need to get done before that, so that in case I have side effects from it, I don't need to worry about it. Because I've heard the second dose hits harder than the first dose. And the first dose hit me at least moderately. So, all right. So there's my calendar. You get a kitten cam now when there's a kitten that's within reach of, the other webcam. It doesn't stretch very far. How's it decluttering? Going good. Kids have both decluttered both their bedrooms. RJ's room is packed except for the things he wants to leave out. So I am going to, one of my jobs this week is to stage RJ's room, and then Kat's room. Kat has decluttered their way through almost everything and has separated what they want to keep in their room versus what they want packed, but they got overwhelmed. So I am going to pack for them this week because they're at Dad's. But that is one of my jobs this week. I have a few jobs this week. So I'm going to quickly put in the lists. I decided to give myself a little bit more room for work lists because the first week I did it, I ran out of room for work, but I had room left for personal. And then the second week I did it, it's the room for the California spread. I gave myself a little bit more room for work, and I had room on both. So I'm just going to give myself a little bit more room for work this week as well. Today's the end of your 2 week, Mary. Good times. I'm looking at you guys. Is Jesse fully recovered? Yes. Oh, he's kicking ass and taking names, man. Well, I mean, yes. He did a bunch of yard work today, which needed to get done, and I am going to do the yard decorating, aka getting the plants for the yard. We got dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Monday, Tuesday. I find that if I go backwards when I write these in, even if I don't screw it up, I tend to not center them as well, and it bothers me. Work. Yeah, see, Jessica, I had the same thought when I got my arm hella hurt and I was exhausted, but I didn't know if the exhaustion was having to drive an hour and a half each way for the shot or not, because driving generally exhausts me. My kidneys do not enjoy being in a seated position for that long. I can do it, and I have done it many a time, but it's just, it takes it out of me, and it's something to be aware of. And so I don't know if that's what happened when I got the first dose, and I have to go back to the same place for the second dose, so I guess we'll see this week, won't we? Now I'll update in my vlog that goes up this week, because that's when it happened. But I figured I'll just tell you guys right now. I did get an update on my MRI situation. Okay, so I have the meal plan planned for right here, but I think I'm going to put the week situation here, because I actually have a couple of like little notes I need to leave for myself. So before I put anything in this column, I'm going to put my shit in here. And I'm going to do the weather, I think, and the blood pressure on this side, because I have a couple of notes that I'm going to need to make, and I'd rather have the room to expand like a grow-a-date. I've been like not even glancing at the comments either. You guys got hit for 36 hours of flu symptoms. Yeah, my ex-husband had some pretty heinous symptoms from the second dose. Jesse slept through most of it and had body aches.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I felt like totally wretched, but I was glad to be able to just like wrap up in a blanket and watch a movie and veg out in front of the computer.
I'm really excited though. My baby sister, who also lives in California, she got her vaccine a while back because she works in a prison, and her prison has one of the biggest prison hospitals in California. And so they were right in the beginning. And my brother-in-law just got his Johnson & Johnson dose this week. And so they're vaccinated, and their kids are too young. Kat, we're going to get an appointment as soon as they open it up for Kat's age. I've already registered them because Kat's 17. But Jess is going to be done with his 2 weeks in another week, and I will be done with my 2 weeks by the end of April. And then we're going to try and get together with my sister and brother-in-law and their kids before we move, just so we can see them, since we haven't seen them, in over a year now. All right, what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, my weather and my appointments really quick. And if you are at all nervous about getting the vaccine, may I suggest you go to the MSNBC YouTube channel, not during this video, but like when you're done. Rachel Maddow just got her Johnson & Johnson dose, and she is terrified of needles and had some other concerns like personally, but gives a really good explanation for getting your vaccine, even if you have concerns about it. So I 10 out of 10 recommend it. I saw it today. But yeah, I am excited to get to see my sister, even if we're only going to see her like quickly before we move. But I miss her. I miss both my sisters. I miss everybody. I miss people. I miss hugs. I miss my mom too. So my mom would have been 60 today. She died when she was 45. God damn it. God damn it.
What's the matter, babe?
I did this last week too. You can see here the whiteout. I don't know if you can see the whiteout. I just started doing all of the weather. Like I have a spot on each day for weather and then underneath it for blood pressure. And I just kept going with the weather. So now Monday not only has Monday's weather, it also has Tuesdays and Wednesday's weather. Instead of weather and 2 empty spots for blood pressure. Oops.
This is the part of the stream where I check out entirely.
Because
Internet.
You don't give a fuck.
Sure don't. I mean, I care about your blood pressure and to a lesser extent the weather.
But you don't care about my fuckery, my fucked upness in my bullet journal.
I don't care about the whiteout, you know, whatever.
All right, where was I? Okay, so anyway, MRI. Got my MRI results back about a week and a half ago, but no contact from my doctor about it. And I was like, because it's the results that you can like read them, but you can't necessarily understand what the fuck they say. That was kind of where I was at. Well, my doctor called me on Wednesday last week when I was out running some like hours away errands, and that's the vlog that's going to go up this week. So you'll get to see me in kind of real time reacting to this. But my doctor called and apologized for not getting back to me when the results first came out because he was in Utah, of all places. But he said that he looked at the MRI and then he showed it to the neurologist, and the neurologist said that one of the big blood vessels that carries blood to my brain has a thin wall on one side. It's an incidental find. It wasn't something they were looking for originally. It was something they came across when they were looking at something else. And there isn't anything necessarily that they can do about it. So instead, I have to now go on a baby aspirin regimen to thin my blood, just in case. And a low dose of Lipitor, which is a cholesterol medication, because even though I don't have high blood pressure, even though I don't have high cholesterol, I don't have low cholesterol. I have on the higher end of normal cholesterol, and they would prefer the cholesterol be low to protect me from heart attack and stroke, especially stroke, since PKD brings a higher risk of stroke, and my dad died from one when he was 40. So I have family history of stroke on top of higher risk of stroke because of PKD. So yeah, I'm on that. I have 2 more medications to add to my mountain of medications. The thing is, and I told my patrons about this earlier, the fucking bottle of the Lipitor says take once daily to prevent heart attack and stroke. It doesn't say take once daily to lower your cholesterol or anything like that. It says to prevent heart attack and stroke. And I saw that and I was like, well, fuck medicine. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Because apparently I'm trying to avoid that, but then you're just going to scare me like that? Fucking rude. So, yeah. Hi, Sally. I'm glad you made it. Okay, so I've got a lot of appointments this week and a lot of things to do. So Monday, I have a call at 12. The module of the class I'm taking drops, which I would like to do a little work on if possible. Kat has 2 appointments. One I need to remind Kat of because Kat will be at Dad's house, but Kat is apparently struggling to remember shit. And then Kat also has an orthodontist appointment, which I need to take them to because their dad and stepmom will both be unavailable. And that's all of my Monday things right now. And so 2 of the notes that I want to make, I'm going to just do like a thought bubble. remind at 1:55. So there, that's one of the reasons I wanted to leave things down, because I need to put reminders, and then I also am you driving. Okay. How are the braces going for Kat? Pretty good. We're getting close. I am assuming we're probably going to have to fly back to Napa if Kat's still in the middle of it towards the end of the year to get them wrapped up. Helen, you want to know how many squares I have for each day? I believe I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so 6 squares for each day. The Baron Fig has 48 total squares in height. By the way, you guys, did you see my video about the new scribbles that matter? My Baron Fig is looking at me with reproach because it's like I'm going to be counting the days down, I think, until I can get into that sucker. Okay, so Tuesday we have the pass-through getting worked on all day. But it'll be done, hopefully. But that means I can't get a lot of work done because there's going to be hella, like, it's going to be hard for me to work, like, get a lot of my work done. So I'm probably going to be doing other work. And then he's arriving at 8:30-ish. So I'm going to put that on here as well. And then Kat has a physical therapy appointment, their first physical therapy appointment, because Kat is having some issues with their joints, which have been going on for a while. We're going to get Kat evaluated for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So I'm going to add another thought bubble here. Get medical card, because Dad has the new medical card, so we need to make sure that Kat gets the medical card so we can bring that with us. And then I have a video going live that day, so I got to be in the comments for that. I don't even remember what video is going live that day. It tells you how much I'm paying attention to my life right now. Okay, so that's Tuesday so far, and then I'm likely going to be spending Tuesday staging the kids' rooms. That's probably what I'll be doing on Tuesday, since I can't really get work done. I'm looking at all the comments here. Your kitten cam would look similar to mine. Good times. Hi, Erica. Will my cover fit the scribbles that matter? I think so. I'm not going to take it off of this thing yet because it was a pain in the ass to put on. They're very similar in size. The Scribbles That Matter is slightly smaller than the Baron Fig, so I'm thinking the cover might go on and just be slightly loose. Yeah. I don't know if it runs in the family. I do know that the hypermobility that Kat has comes from their dad's side of the family. I really hope Kat doesn't have it either, but I would like to at least get to the bottom of why Kat is having so many problems with their joints. Oh, did Loki move? Kitten Cam is getting some action. Nope, now he's back to sleep. I could wake Lucy up. Then you might get like some full-blown wrestling action. Jesse's like, don't do it, don't do it.
That's a dice roll that wins.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Okay, on Wednesday I've got 2 calls. Thursday, I have my appointment to get my second dose in the morning, which means I need to leave like an hour and a half early at least. And then also I have a video going live that day. And then Friday, I have a lot happening. Friday, pick up the kids. Actually, Jesse is planning to be prepared to pick up the kids from school because just in case it would be hitting right about the time where I'm expecting that there might be some problems for me if I do have any problems from the second dose, where driving might not be the best thing in the world, so Jesse might have to handle that. But whatever. Somebody is picking the kids up from school on Friday. Okay, what do we got? Then I have got a fucking marathon of calls. Got one at 11 a.m. I can't write. Call. I've got one at 12 p.m. Got one at 2 p.m. I need to, that's the day that we are supposed to email our realtor and let her know that we are good to go. So hopefully we'll be able to. We have this day. We have this day, and then we have another day next week that's like the absolute, you must do it this day, but this is our like hopeful day. And then the other thing I have going on that day potentially is RJ might get to play at Big Game that night. And Jesse and I might be able to go and watch. They're not allowed to march, but they can play in the stands. I saw pictures of them with like from Friday's game with garbage bags over their instruments. It was pretty fucking hilarious. But yeah. And then Saturday I've got wash my sheets and probably whatever the fuck. Why'd I write Saturday? I know it's Saturday. God damn it, Cindy. Talking and not thinking. I'm not really sure what the priority is going to be on Saturday yet. It depends on what gets done during the week. And then we have my hangout on Sunday and my live plan with me on Sunday as well. I do not know. So we were supposed to be traveling the weekend of the 25th, and so I was not planning on doing a plan with me that weekend. However, we're going to postpone our trip by a week or two because of timing issues, which we expected might happen. And so I don't know if I'm going to do a live plan with me that weekend or not. It depends, because there's a chance that we are going to be deep in the middle of inspections and photography that weekend. It may not be feasible to do a live plan with me that weekend. So stay tuned for that. We'll come back to this in a hot minute. I'm going to start putting some of my tasks in, and then we'll do some art. Is Jesse's position staying home permanently once you move to Denver? No. They do want to go back into the office at least part-time. Jesse really wants to go back into the office at least part of the time. He likes working in an office. He just doesn't want to go back into an office full of people. So if they're like rotating people in and out or whatever the case may be. But, yeah, he likes working in the office. He likes seeing people. I have no idea what's going on in the comments. Oh my God, some of you guys, Mikey and Jamie, talking about your weight. Dude, my sister had stuff that threatened her life eventually that got dismissed by certain doctors because they said it was because of her weight when it wasn't. Ugh, my God. One of my biggest, like, angry, there's so many things that piss me off in the world, but there's something about the way that fat people are, and I don't consider fat an insult. I consider fat to be a descriptor. I prefer, like, when you say something like pleasantly plump or whatever, it just sounds fucking condescending. My sister, though, she likes to refer to herself as, what does she call herself? Oh God, it's not generous. That's what my grandma said. And I was like, Grandma, generous? Really? No. What did Amy say? Amy used to say large and in charge a lot, but no, it pisses me off. Like, weight is not the cause of everything. Yeah. Jessica, Amy has not had her kidneys removed yet. They didn't want to do it when she got her transplant because her BMI was on the higher side and they wanted to just be safe. However, they've offered to do it for her, but she is not sure she's ready to go back under the knife for more abdominal surgery, which is part of why I'm hoping to get it done at the same time, even though it's a more complicated surgery. Just to not have to do abdominal surgery twice. Amy also she has problems with her kidneys the way I do, but Amy has a little bit of an easier time of it because she has the longest torso of anybody I've ever goddamn met. We joke that, like, you can't find her butt crack because it never starts. Her back just keeps going on forever. Amy's got a really long torso, so she has space for her kidneys a little bit more. I'm very short torsoed, even for my height, and so I don't have a lot of room for the size of my kidneys. I agree. BMI is a horrible way to measure somebody's health. Like, I'm not skinny and I look like I'm pregnant because of my kidneys, and I'm also bigger partly because there's certain things I can't do anymore. So whatever. Okay. Tasks. What do I got going on this week? Jewel 5. And then I have a collection I'm trying to finish, so I need to wrap these up. And then I am doing 3 videos this week and a vlog. And then I need to schedule the following week. Schedule next week. I need to get Instagram taken care of. Reels. And I think that's everything for now on my work list. We'll see. I left plenty of space in case I have more personal shit. House shit, mostly. I was going to call the transplant center. I need to schedule a cleaner to come in and deep clean the house before pictures, so I don't hurt myself, because Jesse is going to be busy with work. Dude, Donna, I feel you, man. I feel you so hard. Like, if I could take ibuprofen, I would be in so much better comfort level than I am now, but I can't because of my kidneys. What instrument does RJ play? He plays the trumpet. Gabriel, I hope that you are able to get it done. Like, I can understand from some of what I have been told by people in my life how helpful that surgery can be for people who are seeking it. So I hope that you're able to get it. CKD, Amy, is chronic kidney disease. So it's any chronic kidney disease. PKD is CKD. It's just a specific form of CKD. Right? Where, Lemur? Oh my God. Sorry, now I'm going to get all fired up from looking at the comments. All right, so I got to stage RJ's room, which currently has the teenager funk, so I am airing it out. And he's 15. It happens. Teenagers can be gross. To paint the windowsills in the house. I need to paint the bathroom too, but I'm not going to add it to this list yet because I'm pretty sure I'm going to try and do that this afternoon after I'm done with this. At least get the first coat up there. We shall see. I did not meal plan for this week yet, so Jess and I are sort of flying by the seat of my pants, our pants. I need to organize the pantry because I don't want to open it and have everything fall out, which is currently the case. Jesse needs to get his mortgage paperwork together, so I'm putting that on here so I remind him so we can submit that this week. And I need to reschedule the trip, which we won't know until we get a little bit more into this week, but that does need to happen this week. And that is so far on my list. It feels like more, but a lot of the stuff on here is not simple fucking stuff. How does one stage a house? Like what you want. So what we're trying to do is depersonalize the house, right?
Make it look like an Airbnb.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening. Jesse
house doesn't feel like my house anymore.
No,
We've taken all my favorite things off the wall except for my guitars, which are fabulous pieces of art.
Yeah, like Michael Myers has been packed away, and all my books are packed away except for a few left. you want to make it so that people can see their own stuff in the house, not your stuff. So like we have a poster from the first chapter of It when it came out, because we saw it on opening night, and we have that framed. That's packed away. You know, my cake poster's packed away. All right, so I'm gonna do some doodling up in this bitch. I'm keeping Gorby out though. Gorby is right. I'm gonna be doing a video that you'll get to see pretty soon of like basically what I'm referring to as my skeleton office. It's everything I kept, because currently, if you can hear the echo, we are like half of my office furniture, more than half, maybe like what would you say, Jess? Like 3/4 of my office furniture is gone. Most of my stuff is packed away, so I have a very skeleton setup right now.
It's not gone. It's in my office.
It's in Jesse's office. It's in the garage. Week 15, yeah. So I will do a video on that coming up very soon. But Gorby is here. He's just in my little cart next to me. I don't have him out because I'm not feeling very Gorby-rific. I'm feeling I'm in kind of a annoyed but also sad mood, which is a like not very happy mood to be in, I guess. I'm like, I miss my mom. I'm annoyed at all the bullshit that comes with trying to sell your house. I am annoyed on behalf of everybody who does not get the medical care that they want because of biases, innate or otherwise. I'm annoyed that Loki, while very cute sleeping there, isn't performing like a performing monkey for my kitten cam. Shush. I'm annoyed at Jesse trying to apologize and get me out of my annoyance when I'm also on the rag, and I sometimes feed off of my own personal annoyance.
Okay, so I feel like I wasn't trying to apologize, but since you mentioned it, now I'm wondering what I should have been apologizing for.
Jesse, don't.
No,
Jess.
love you. Talk to you later, babe.
Bye. You know. You love the light I recommended in my office tour? Good times. Okay, so I saw a house, one of the houses that we looked at, in like just the ones, we haven't been shopping for houses, but we've been just looking at what's been coming in and out of the market in Denver or in the areas we're looking at. And there was this one house that left out all of their religious paraphernalia, like crucifixes fucking everywhere. And it was a lot. I can see why they want you to take stuff down. Jesse sounds like such a California dude. Fun fact, Jesse's not a California dude. I guess he is now because he's been living here for 10 years, but like more than 10 years. How long have you lived here, Jess, in California?
Longer than that. I moved to California in 2008.
So you've lived in California for
13 years.
13 years. But he's an East Coast dude. He's a New Yorker. He's a Long Islander.
It comes out when I drink.
It does. There's one. You wonder if the house is haunted? Yeah. Whew. There was another house that we came across where it was obvious that the dude was doing something with, well, not maybe a dude, but the guy, whoever's house it was doing something with like home brewing, because there was like an entire like beer tap situation in like an office in the living room, which was pretty fun looking, but also like, whoa. Jesse was like, I'll take it. I'm like, no, how about we don't? How about we don't, sir? You're another proud owner over a B5 size Scribbles That Matter journal and you blame me. Dude, it's nice. What color did you get? Looking at the comments. Was my mom creative? Yes, my mom, both of my parents actually, both of my parents, but my mom especially, really wanted to, like, find the thing, their $1 million idea, right? That's what they wanted. And it's so funny, like, both of my parents missed, like, the Pinterest boom. You know what I'm saying? Both of my parents missed, like, their what they needed. They were made for, like, DIY bloggers. My parents, my dad especially, but my mom as well, they love to, like, create shit out of, like, other people's garbage. I have a lamp in my bedroom that I need to pack up that I will always keep. It's one of my dad's Bob lamps. He made them from stuff that he would, like, scrounge at the dump, or, like, when I was growing up in Tracy, we would have certain days every year where you could leave, like, all your big garbage out and they would come pick it up. Like, it was more than just your standard garbage week. And my dad would use that time to go, like, scrounge and find stuff to make, you know, lamps out of or whatever. But my mom used to take tiles and she would, like, Mod Podge them and add those, like, Olivia trading cards that were, like, erotic fairies. If you know about those, then you know about those. But she would take the Olivia cards and she would Mod Podge them to tiles and add, like, glitter and shit to them and make basically, like, erotic fairy coasters and give them to friends for, like, Christmas. And another thing she did, she had this book that was called Lumpies, and it was where you would take, like, you know, salt flour dough and you would use, like, a garlic press to make the hair, and then you would use, like, little toys and shit to make the like, give them, like, accessories and stuff. And she made so many Lumpies, and my sister found a copy of the book on eBay and made us Lumpies for Christmas. I finally just got my Christmas presents. My baby sister, who had brought them to California, mailed them to us. But so I get this one with the hair and a little, like, Kings and Queens book to represent that I like to read historical fiction. So this is my little Lumpy that I keep out. And my mom loved to sew, and my mom loved to craft more so than, like, make art. My dad also, he liked to make different, like, fun situations. So there was a point when we were growing up where he took refrigerator boxes and he created the Starship North Star in our garage. It was like a starship out of refrigerator boxes, and because he knew how to do, like, electrical stuff. Oh, thank you for the super chat, JLL Mullen. Because he knew how to wire things. He wired it so if you flipped on shit in engineering, it would come on in other rooms. of the starship. It was like a 5-room starship, and there was a medical bay. And then my mom made uniform shirts, like the original series of Star Trek, for all of the kids in the neighborhood. And I was supposed to be the first mate. Like, I was supposed to be number 1, and my dad was supposed to be the captain. My baby sister was the chief medical officer. My sister Amy was the chief engineer. And then the other kids in the neighborhood were other officers, like communications officer and all that, security officer. Except my mom screwed up and made the captain's shirt for me and the first mate shirt for my dad. And he was like, I'm not going to be the first mate. So instead, he was the voice of the computer, and we just didn't have a first mate. But it was a lot of fun. My dad also made a town, like a model of Tracy, the town I grew up in, on his, on top of a camper shell. If you ever saw Beetlejuice, remember the town, like, model that he made? Very similar to that. And then, yeah. So my parents loved doing stuff like that. They loved, my dad did a lot of, my mom joined in. They both, like, loved. My dad would also host, like, water wars in our neighborhood. Every year, my parents would stock up on, like, water balloons and water guns and water weenies, which were actually a thing, and all that shit. And then every summer, we would have our neighborhood water war that my dad would, like, lead the charge on, and my mom would make sure there were otter pops and everything for everybody who participated. And my dad would give us all different, like, we'd be in teams, and we'd have, like, a fucking war in the whole neighborhood with water toys. And my dad had this old-fashioned, one of those metal fire situations that you wear on your back with the tanks, and then it has, like, the pump, and you pump it and, like, spray the shit out of people. And so he had that, and if he would come across you, you would get fucking pummeled with water. So much fun. Did I know that the original uniforms were actually made on pajamas? I did not, but that does not surprise me whatsoever. But yeah, so I'm not going to put a meal plan on here yet because I don't know what my meal plan is, and I don't know if I'm going to do one this week or if we're just going to, like, just eat what we've got or take out. I don't know. Do I have anything else I need to add to this? Or am I pretty much looking like I'm done here? I think I might be done. I'll show you my steps thing. As you can see, I have had some 10K plus days. I've also had some, I haven't had anything below 5K yet, though, so I'm very proud of myself so far. I'm liking how it's filling in. I'm just sort of picking where I'm trying to keep things sort of spaced out. What's an otter pop? Lisa, you're wondering. Lisa, you need to go to the store and get your ass a box of Otter Pops and acquaint yourself with my good friends Strawberry Short Kook and Poncho Punch. And what the fuck was the one Louis Blue Raspberry, I think is what his name was?
I can't remember.
Louis Blue Raspberry, and there was Little Orphan Orange. All these otters with different names. And they're just like frozen slushy in like a long situation, and then you just eat them, and they're delicious and also like nothing. And then you can gag yourself with them if you stick the wrapper down your throat. Not that my sisters and I ever did that for the fun to see who would not puke. Yeah, Otter Pops are the jam. So 10 out of 10 recommend, just for the fun. They make other brands too, but like name brand Otter Pops are generally pretty fucking cheap. That's a Freezy Pop? What the hell is a Freezy Pop? I'm assuming it's an Otter Pop. Anyway, let's see if we can I'm gonna wrap this up here, but right before I do, let's go to like full blown kitten cam. Oh, I guess it moved. Huh. I'm gonna have to do some tweaking around in OBS to make this all work, but let's see if we can get Loki to like have a moment here. Have a kitty moment. I have a light plugged in, and because of the way I had to move my outlet thing on my desk, I was like sitting on the cord, so I'm trying to not knock it over because that would definitely wake Loki up. Let's see if we can get some Loki action here before I go. Loki. Hi. What you doing? What you doing, kitty kitty? Let's rotate you so they can see your beautiful face. Look over here. Look at the camera, buddy.
Hashtag not a cat person.
Not a cat person. Wait, over here, maybe. Kitty, man. I can't make your face in the camera anymore, buddy. How about that? Yeah! He's looking right at you, Internet. Yeah. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Look here. Yeah, say hi. Say hi, little kitty. He's like, forget you. I want to go back to sleep. Oh, good boy. You're a good boy. Anyway. He's looking at me like, was that necessary? He doesn't get treats. When he eats treats, he pukes. There's something that's in most cat treats that Loki's stomach does not like, and he will puke after having a treat. Oh, good kitty. Lulu's the one who keeps us up at night, though. Lucy decides it's playtime and will run all over the house dragging his toy behind him. It's like, meow, shh. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all soon. Hasta la vista, baby. Don't forget to subscribe.